let's get cracking and move on to the first race. So we have the 2:30, the Chesham Stakes. It's a listed race for 2-year-olds. And we can see here that Profit Recall has Westerland September de Fede. I really struggled with pronunciations of horses. So looking at those top three there, we go over to Racing Dossier. And straight away we can see here that contender-wise there's nothing 6 or above, which is really what we're looking for. And sort of based on the lack of form that we've got here, I'm going to say that the first race is definitely a no bet. We've got the Masterclass of Ryan Moore on September. Is a likely winner, but to take 5-4 stroke even money in a 16-runner race of this nature really doesn't appeal to me, and it's something that I will definitely be swerving. So we swiftly move on to the second race, which is the 305, and it's a handicap. And again, we've got Scarlet Dragon, Karat and Elbereth. So we go over to the Racing Dossier. Now, looking at the top 4 here and the contender ranking, Elbereth, Scarlet Dragon, they're quite strong. But looking at Central Square, Dacin's last run was 49. That was its last good run. It's got a high win percentage of 30%. I'd lean towards that, so we need to go back to Profit Recall. And we can see Central Square is 4th. Now, we've got 16 runners here, so, you know, it's in the top quarter of qualifiers, if you like. So I'm actually happy with that. And I'm going to say that we will go with Central Square. So if we head over to the market, and we can see that the bookies here, William Hill have pushed it out a little bit. That's probably some each way bets on Mythical Madness. But generally, a lot of the bookies are taking money there. And I'm happy, and we will go each way about Central Square. Again, these bets will be posted below for you to look at. So we then move on to the Hardwicke Stakes, and we've got Dartmouth, Western Hymn, and Dal Harayaled, or something like that. If we move over to Racing Dossier, we can see that the only one that really fits in there is Dartmouth. I'm pretty sure Moore's on this one, of course. It is top of the market. People are starting to put money on it. Bookies are pushing it out, probably because of each way money on Idaho and Dal Harold by the looks of it. But I mean, looking at this pie graph here, you can see Dartmouth is popular there, and I think it's potentially another winner for Ryan Moore. And again, we'll go with that. That'll be a win-only bet. Now, just to go back to, we went for a no bet on the 230. There's a lack of form here, whereas the two pieces of software that we're using with Profit Recall and Racing Dossier, the more runs a horse has, the more accurate the data is. Obviously, because it processes various factors from numerous races, and you can see all these horses here have had a lot of runs. So it's clear that Dartmouth is definitely the best horse in the race here. Whether we've got value on our side, I don't know. But obviously with festivals, we're just looking for the winner. The softwares do long-term give us profit because they look at all these factors, and long-term we get a profit because with Profit Recall we're creating our own tissues here. But that's another video for another time. Let's crack on with Ascot. So we move on to the 420. Which is the Diamond Jubilee Stakes. We've got Lemato, Tazleet and Dancing Star as our top 3 there. And if we come over to Racing Dossier, we can see that Lemato is our preferred horse out of what Profit Recall has told us. It's got a high contender ranking, which is what we're looking for. And again, if we go to the market, it's another Moor horse. I think I've tipped more horses this week than I've ever done before. But anyway, again, it's the favourite, and you can see there's no drift here. This is being backed in, and again, it's the most popular bet here. Again, if Royal Ascot was on twice a week, every week, I'd be questioning the value here. 5-2 in a 19 runner field is definitely questionable, but like I say, we've got the best horses in the world racing here, and I'm just going to stick with that. Forget about the value and go with Lamato for a win-only bet in the Jubilee Stakes at 420. So we move on now to the Wokingham, and again, straight away, Eastern Impact, Buckstay and Intersab are our top three there. We move over to the Racing Dossier, and we can see the only horse here that fits in with Profit Recall selections is Buckstay. High contender ranking, that's what we want. Been a course distance winner as well, which we can see here. Days since last good run is quite long. However, this is where, when you use this software, for example, you can then look at the form and you could see that maybe Buckstay, I've not actually done this myself, maybe runs really well after a long break. Type of thing that you can kind of add to your analysis. We can see here Buckstay is a decent price. It'd be very nice if we could get a double figure winner. We've had quite a few placed, been unlucky in running. But there's 20s there with William Hills, which would be nice. Spencer's on board. It's not in the most popular of bets, but with what the software's told me, I'm happy to stick with that. And we'll go each way about Buckstay there. So we move on to the final race of the final day of Royal Ascot, and what a week it's been. Some amazing wins. Hopefully today we can get a few wins for ourselves. But let's see what we've got in the last race. So we've got Oriental Fox, US Army Ranger and Arthur McBride here. And moving over to Racing Dossier, we've got QE and Thomas Hobson. So US Army Rangers here, but it's a very low contender ranking. It's only one. Like I say, we need to be focusing on 6 or above. It's wide open. It's a conditions race. I think Thomas Hobson ran extremely well. In fact, I tipped it on Tuesday. It's a quick turnaround. Will it be suited with a step up in trip? I couldn't take 11-4 about it. Like I say, we're avoiding the point of value here, but we've got 20 runners, and 11-4 to me about a horse that has proven competitive on Tuesday, but can he do it again at that price? I'd be looking further into the field for something to take that on. QE's second favourite there, look, which the software's pulled up. But on the basis that Profit Recall hasn't got it in its, it's down here at number 9. We will go no bet in the last race. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed these series of videos. Fingers crossed we can come out with a profit after the 5 days. Like I say, after 4 days at worst, we're not far off break even, which is pretty good for a competitive meeting like Ascot. And if you're interested, please leave a comment, let me know, contact the support desk. If you'd like a series of videos on sort of how we use this software week in, week out to make a profit, I can go into further detail on, how these odds are created. We do stuff here. This green means that it's value, etc. we'd be more than happy and quite excited to do further videos of this nature. Anyway, I wish you all the best for today. Let's hope we can get Saturday off to a flyer with Central Square, our first bet in 305, and we'll be back. We'll certainly be back for the next festival. Have a good one, guys.